I started playing Brawl Stars about a year ago, and I have been maliciously cyberbullied for playing a certain character in the game since then. This character's name is Frank. Now, in my experience playing this character, I have dominated. I've wiped the floors with my enemy. It's been ruthless. It's just been a bit of a bloodbath. But everybody in my comment section seems to think differently, and I'm not sure where this opinion's coming from, why they're misinformed. Here are some of the things they're saying. I love watching Ken live in his delusion that Frank is good, his opponents are bots. Frank is the best character in the game. Oh, Ken, oh, Ken. This is alluding to something that I don't know. Like, he thinks, like, this guy isn't even lemons. It's not even a fucking human. And he's telling me that I don't know something. I think Ken likes Franks because they look the same, they have similar haircuts, head shapes, and effects. Like this is just not true. Extant person is capping his ass off, misses every shot. Frank is a machine. Obviously, he's botted his upvotes here because this is just not true. Ken Frank is the best brawler, literally every tier list crying. Now, this is where things get interesting. This man has allowed his mind to be warped by tier lists, which is what we're going to get into in a sec, because somebody is controlling the dynamic within the Brawl Stars scene, and I've just become aware of it. Lots more. Ken buys bro buys skins, uses it, doesn't max as Frank. Ken picks worst brawlers to max out. It's truly the content we needed. My jaw dropped when Ken decided to max out Frank. Watching Ken immediately waste all his resources maxing out a niche brawl like Frank hurt my soul. Just children everywhere telling me what I'm doing is wrong. Playing Frank is the worst brawler in the game. I look like lack of sleep. I need to oil. Like, I just bunch of rubbish. It just doesn't make any sense. And I've realized that this all stems from a certain YouTuber who has been brainwashing the minds of the children of the Brawl Stars scene for about, how many years? Let's say 7 years probably, something along the lines of whenever the game came out, and his name is Kairos Time Gaming. The way he's been doing this is very interesting. Notice his thumbnails are very colorful, there's lots going on, but you don't see red very often unless it's in the hair color. He doesn't use red until, boom, what's this? Frank in the thumbnail, red background, and he's got like green behind this brawler. He's subliminally telling you that Frank is bad. He's telling you that Frank is bad in the thumbnail. The video hasn't even started, ranking every brawler from worst to best. And let's see how he starts this video,
Version
shall we?
39 of the competitive Brawl Stars tier list. This is every single brawler ranked from worst to best. And to make this tier list as accurate and competitive.
And as you can see, he's got a bunch of NPCs on screen here that have never played the game before, and he's using them to boost his credibility into pushing his agenda that Frank is in fact one of the worst brawlers in the game. But surely he wouldn't start the video with that, right? Maybe, like, there's so many brawlers in the game. Where would he start? Sure, he starts in the F, makes his way to the S, but why would he start with Frank? Probably not. The odds are low, right? Let's see what happens.
Made absolutely zero of the decisions, except for maybe Draco, but only because the pros haven't played him. Seriously, I reached.
So this mastermind is reiterating that he's made none of the decisions, and that these people in the video have made it for him.
Starting us off, we've got Frank, the worst brawler in the game.
He has put Frank, the worst brawler in the game, in F tier to start this video.
And
How
he was
interesting.
almost the worst brawler in the game last update, but nothing changed for him. So he's getting countered even more now. Is currently the worst brawler in the game.
So he shows some footage of Frank getting just absolutely annihilating a bunch of people, then eventually dying as he gets surrounded in a situation where, like, that's just like the Avengers fighting Thanos, right? Like, you can't expect the Avengers to win every time. Sometimes they lose, and so, okay, one tier list, sure. Frank can be an F tier one time, sure. What's next? Another tier list. What's this? He's put Frank in the thumbnail again. That red background, Frank's art there looking sexy, and let's see what happens in the video.
As always, we're gonna rank brawlers from worst to best. Kicking us off is Frank, staying in the F tier.
Why is he F first again? You can put other brawlers in the F tier. Why is Frank always number one? Because he wants to reiterate the first thing you see when you click on his video is Frank F. F for Frank. Frank sucks. Everybody knows Frank sucks. They've been brainwashed in this community into thinking this.
Frank's got tons of counters in the game, and one of his biggest counters is Shelly. And Shelly's one of the strongest brawlers in the game, even though she got nerfed this last update. She did receive a hypercharge. We'll talk about her later on. The point is, Frank can't be used.
What is this gameplay? Bro is literally wandering around. Like, what do you expect? He's waddling in circles expecting to die. This is blasphemy, and I'm not going to stand for it. But sure, okay, maybe two tier lists he starts with Frank in the F tier. Maybe it's just an exception. Let's watch another video, shall we? Worst to best, every brawler, and Frank once again is in the red section crying as well. What have you done to upset him? Let's find out. Oh my god.
Starting at the very bottom is Frank, moving down from the D tier.
How many times are you going to put Frank as the first brawler in F tier, bro? How many times is he allowed to get away with it? He's pushing an agenda, and I'm sick of it. The trickle effect of the hate is streaming down to people like me who are standing up for their own opinion, and I'm sick of it. And this is the effect on YouTube. Using the 10 most useless brawlers.
Today, the plan is very simple. I'm going to be using the 10 most useless on my team. The next worst brawler we're going to be using today is Frank. He's bad for similar reasons to Doug. He just can't do anything. You cannot play the game.
You just showed him scoring a goal. Even in your hate, he's scoring a goal. Can Frank ever not be bad?
Whenever you hear the worst brawler in the game, there is a high likelihood that you think of the brawler Frank.
Why do you think of the brawler Frank? Think about it.
Frank might actually be the most forgotten brawler by the dev team. His last balance change was the changing of his sponge star power from 1400 to 1100 to fit.
Why? It's because of this man right here. This man is controlling the community. He has them in his palms and he's bullying the devs. He's manipulating the children. And this is a developer of the game. His name is Frank. His name is Frank. The developer's name is Frank. And Frank is doing nothing about this. He's standing by because he's living in fear. Everybody is scared. Everybody is living in fear because nobody wants to stand up to this man right here, Kairos Time Gaming. Everybody knows that he's got the children's minds in the palm of his hand, and anybody that steps to him is dead. He's gonna put you in their thumbnail with the little red background and you're gonna be fucked. That's what happens to anyone who becomes an op. And Frank was the last one on his list. I don't know what Frank did. Maybe he slighted his family in some way. Who knows what happened? You don't believe Frank is the best brawler in the game and you've been brainwashed? Well, let me show you. Right now, I am playing in one of the highest leagues in the game. This is like Ultimate Champion, and I'm going to show you how easy it is going to be for me to win with Frank. All I have to do in this game mode is kill everyone and win the game. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is and why you've been brainwashed, because it's very simple. Look at this. Pipsqueak stuck in the corner. Oh, that's cute. Bang, I fucking killed his ass and took the power gem from him. It's so easy. I have my super. The damage is off the charts. Look at this. 5 fucking power cube things. Make that 6. Go with my ability right now. Bro is running for his life. You know why? I can see the fear in his eyes. He knows who I am and he doesn't want to mess with me. Look, he's angry. You know why? Because he has to mess with me. Bro has just walked into my hammer. And by the way, keep in mind, this is world final gameplay. Like right now, I'm playing at the highest of the highest ranks. Look, everybody is running, slaughtered. Another one, dead. And just like that, the game is over. Can I make my point any more clear? I'm not gonna stand for it anymore, and I'm not gonna let anyone else live in fear. I see through the lies, Kairos Time, and I'm not falling for it anymore. Justice for Frank. Free your mind. Don't be a slave.